The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0.
Want me to set him up for you?
First and 10.
You want me to set him up for you?
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Mahomes now on first down.
Give me that team.
Incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards now with the season over. Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the number one award that gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
31 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Back of the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down, Mahomes.
And let him go
for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw it first down with Wilson. That's complete to DJ Metcalf.
Let's go, DK.
And touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf.
I ran third quarter.
67 yards.
Tell Delvin I'm in third quarter.
Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra
Yeah, you went there too.
by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, I'm
This will be
away.
taken very short. They juked him. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball.
Oh my
It's
God.
knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Bob, them dudes coming in the fight.
He'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your turns in online game. Cancel.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board or your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They keep it with Penny on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he's got room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. They'll try and run down here with pro size. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. Flushed to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This is an easy one, 23 on.
What is he doing?
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on second and 14. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And their first down, Chiefs.
Everybody on these two. I go on, Eddie.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You. Attack.
On first down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Mahomes again. That one complete to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And again, it's Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Mahomes to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean...
Mention pop-up. The connection to your peer has been lost. Exit game. Entering online. Pop-up dismiss. Entering main menu screen. Free agency. Exit. Online head-to-head. Entering online hub screen. You have my leaderboard is selected. Entering leaderboard screen 100. Entering online hub screen. You have 5 options. Entering main menu screen exhibition. Online head-to-head. Seattle Seahawks. Searching for opponent. Estimated wait time 15 seconds. Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue. Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue. Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue. Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue. Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent.
Alright. Alright, man.
Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue.
Why do you always do that? You always do that.
Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue.
Go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now.
Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue. Matchmaking 32 options vault. Entering online hub screen. You have 5 options with matches selected.
Yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though?
Play friend.
Make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. I'm out, I'm a star. In the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game
Enter.
deduct, but I stay strong. Super
Donzo.
rings,
Or aim.
gotta go hard. I
Catch.
can never
Next. Coach.
New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out.
Next.
Team ballin', you look like you need a timeout.
10. JNO. L. Neck.
Yeah, I'm back on my grind now.
Tigtama. MRT8K. Fresh Zin.
Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play.
Next. Will Pretty.
I can never play soft.
Yo.
In New York, I run
Oh.
it back like Saquon.
Neck. What? Neck. L. I'm. Next. What? Swig Marley. Neck. Tex. Big Dark. Next. Imkevin. Trell. Cameron Feg. Next. Big. Next. Next. Hackers. Dingaloo. Next. Gakra. Neck. Grimps. Neck. Skate. Toe. Death. Stifling EXXV. Entering. Create game screen. You have 7 options. The lead option is set to entering. Online/team select screen. The Baltimore Ravens, the home team, are selected.
All y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving mad and blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run.
Los Angeles Rams, Oakland Raiders, New England Patriots, Carolina, Green Bay, Detroit, New York Jets, Jacksonville, New York Giants selected. San Fran, Atlanta, Miami Dolphins, Cleveland Browns, and yes. Entering online, play friend. Entering invite. Next.
I got cleats on my feet.
Kobe 2030.
On my back.
203.
Ready to attack like that.
Previous.
Down in Mississippi and
Next.
New Orleans.
Back.
Big Snoop Dogg got a mad lead. It seems
Previous. Next.
you don't really want none, but if
Previous.
you come and get some.
Next.
Tell your mama.
Next. Previous. Next. Previous. Next. Previous. Next. Go Watts underscore press off. Birch Wayne 0609119. Next. Run. Mem. Net. Philgies. Next. Wise. Next. I. Next. Breakdown 19. Laura Chicks. Next. Sell. Next. Previous. Next. 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 Milo. Next. Next. Fairies. Next.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name.
Independent. Next.
STRO. I ain't come to play with
Next.
you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't
Not
trade with
big.
you. Early I'm up, yeah. I can't spend
Next.
the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. No, I color.
Next.
I ain't finna fade.
Be ahead.
Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you.
Big neck.
Everybody drop when I drop.
Wheelchair. Big deep. Neck.
Never not on my grind. New York City time.
Cat. Neck.
You will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries.
Next.
Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting
Next.
live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride,
Next.
down the tide. You will never know. You ain't never tried.
Todd Byerly.
Hit the gym, hit the
Next. Rallin. Packaging 704.
man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that on my head.
Slip 0514.
Feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through.
Right.
What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase
Next.
what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase
TVMSG3.
chase W's, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do?
Next.
My shoes, chase
Dotted count.
great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number two.
Geronimo 1750.
They sweet as
Extra.
apple juice. Talking
Next.
trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my
Spies.
sleeve, please.
JP
I
under.
the wind can't catch
Next.
the breeze, freeze.
Field.
Stop you in your
Camps.
tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like
CPS underscore.
throw up. Forget it, might as well
Next.
forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me.
Next.
Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go
Coordinate. Next. Nice. Next.
Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop. It's a long season.
Next.
They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to
TUURAWW19. Entering. Create. Entering. 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 Create. Yes.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see
Entering. Online/team select screen. The Baltimore Ravens, the home team, are selected.
crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do?
Washington Redskins, New Orleans, Seattle Seahawks, Pittsburgh Steelers, Houston Texans select, Tennessee, Cincinnati Bengals selected.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your shots, I replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit, anybody take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I make them. I'ma break them, I'm Hall of Fame legend. As you know, I take my jersey off. I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz.
Hey, Paul.
Move the chains, I'm about to
Where your ball at?
move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Yeah. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me?
Buffalo Bills selected. Denver Buffalo Bills selected.
Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up in up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams
People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When up in magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if
Press. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Quick match is selected.
my son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Entering main menu screen 3 ready. Los Angeles, Oakland Raiders, New England Patriots, New York, Detroit, Green Bay Packers, ready. Blake, edit entering edit uniforms, Indianapolis, ready. Advanced setting. Ari, West Coast, Adult, Black, multiple diesel, advanced, ready. Black, ready. Use, edit, entering edit uniforms, uniform name option is set to current, ready.
They showing me love in my city, gangs and hippies, women like Nicki know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes, they do not fit me, I'm bigger than life, gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard, go hard with a squad, I'm playing my part.
Edit, advance, ready.
Team up for Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell, a couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well, not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me, don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me, we eat leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. God, hand on my heart, no I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk, take it higher, that's on God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS another loss, GPS another loss. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium, fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a...
This Juan want to play games. I'm going to show him a game. This Juan.
They're trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter.
This Juan know it takes.
Room there, but there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nobody, man.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this.
Well, I don't want to play these games with me.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They got 29 yards at the time. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves. Sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game.
Randall Cobb on a breakaway. Randall Cobb, 67 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to
He hit the man,
down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Is that what you get for laying your phone down?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 9.
brings up second and a yard at the 37-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. To throw is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Green Bay.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. And give me traps, let's go. Loco over here. Hey, 88. Boom.
On first down, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. On third down, here's Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now a first down carry by Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Watch this in the 50. Box it.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 17 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first and 10, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. To throw is Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Mike 42, check. Mike, kill.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
47.
Third and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's first and 10. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
42 the Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Here we go, D.
To the air again, Prescott. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now Prescott looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD, for Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better, but the bottom line is the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and
trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it in.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Check 91. Mike 91.
On second and 11 now. Prescott. Oh, good agility by Cobb. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. Throwing. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Antoine Woods. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Exit. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again.
You see me? You see me?
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Drop deep, drop deep. Go to 54, go to 54.
Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, kill. 27. I got it. 35 to Mike. Here we go. Then we're going to 53. Switch it, hey.
So that'll back him up 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
35's the Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right. 35. Mike 35. Push him back.
Prescott to throw it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the return is Irvin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Slam. Sponge. No. Zoom. Banjo.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Space to run past the 20. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
Check. Yeah.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 miles. You must be Check. Alert flare. Hey, I need one over here. Pick that. Right. Come.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 39 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
2 About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Shit! We're going to 53. You got tape. No tape? Spell. Check 52. Here we go, 46. Here we're going to 54. 180. Hot 7, hot 7. 26.
Prescott down. Completes it to Jason Witten. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And it's a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know, have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Za'Darius Smith providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Here we go, 47.
Mike Popo. In your face.
44 is the mark. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. 180. Check 43. 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Again, it's Jones. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here first and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Still an important piece of business to and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line.
Mike 42. Mike 26.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
3 down, 3. Hey, kill. 4-2, Mike's 4-2. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
46.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got Adams on the hookup. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
319. Hey, 626. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in. Jump out. Hey, wahoo.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. It's another thing to win.
Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me
play friend.
Magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
Entering main menu screen, subscribe now. Exit. Online head to head. Play friend.
Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I'm
entering invite to game screen 21 option. Next.
You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Next. 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 Calvo Killa 14. Entering create game screen, you have 7 options. Fatigue option is set to on. Entering online/team select screen, the Baltimore Ravens, the home team, are selected. Close. Carolina, Jacksonville, New Detroit, Green Bay Pack. Ready. Edit uniform. Entering edit uniforms. Uniform name option is set to current home. Advanced settings. Time clear selected. Ready.
Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit your team. Shouldn't
play call option is set to enhanced.
They used to ask me.
Play edit uniforms submenu.
Never match me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot.
So don't stop. Edit uniforms submenu.
Planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
And, yes. Enter, play friend. Next. 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 Previous. Next. 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 Calvo Killa 14. Entering create game screen, you have 7 options. Fatigue option is set to entering online/team select screen, the Baltimore Ravens, the home team, are selected. Washington, Carolina, Detroit, Green Bay Packers selected. Calvo Killa 1492 has joined. Philadelphia Eagles select. Atlanta, Philadelphia Eagles select. Ready. Ready. Play call off. Entering advanced. Clear selected. Edit uniform. View Superstar X Factor submenu.
Night
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Ready for football now from sunny Wisconsin. And off we go from Lambeau. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
First carry now for Jordan Howard. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz now to throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So now loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was...
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Weight room. Get in the weight room. Boom. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short.
Let's go back. Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It's certainly
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Wentz. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the 1st half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any point. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Kevin King with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones doing it again. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they look like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team.
Entering impressive performance pop-up. Good job on your perform. Entering play on pop-up game will continue shortly.
Steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll...
Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
And 11 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Back. Waiting.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's 5-7.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but okay. September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl, after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, oh, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden land, I hope.
Certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you...
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And again, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And some space here. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick, and they get the football.
Punch T10 is selected. Entering game stats. Entering. Attention, pop-up. Your peer has conceded the game. Exit game. Five options. My leaderboard is selected. Entering leaderboard screen. 100 rows, 5 columns. Mickey1888.
Blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Main menu screen. Subscribe now. Exhibition Ultimate Team. Pop-up dismiss. Missions. Missions. Entering screen 1 pack type. Free agency pack count 1 is selected. Entering new items screen, you have 6 options. Mark Pat, Shaq Griffin for Sil, Hercule, Shaq, James Bradbury free agency CB92 overall, Hercules, James Bradbury free agency, Tyrann Matthew power up SS70 overall. Shaq, James Bradbury, Hercules Matafik, James, upgrade is selected. Upgrade is selected. Compare is selected. Marlon Hunt, Jalen Ramsey M20 pre-order CB84 Orlando scan, upgrade is selected. Entering Steam chemistry slot screen, you have 3 options, you have 5 options. Upgrade is compare is selected. Fabian Moreau series, Marlon Humphrey team of the week CB91 overall. Jalen Ramsey M20 pre-order CB. Diane Sanders NF upgrade is selected. Tyrann Matthew power up. Wixel is selected. And Res. James Hercule. Mark Patrick Shaq Griffin for and Res. Hercules Matafik for silver. Res. James Bradbury free agency CB9 missions. Play you store browse this team you have. Team you have 5 options. Adjust lineup is selected. Lineup defense quarterback you have 2 options. Defense right outs, right cornerback Marlon Humphrey team of the week CB90 baby James Brad and substitute for this position only. Lineup defense cornerback you have 2 options. Diane Sanders NFL combined baby Marlon Humphrey team of the week CB91 overall. Lineup defense Diane free safety Eddie Jack cornerback defense cornerback you have 2 options. Fabian Moreau Troy Jalen Ramsey M20 pre-order CB80 lineup defense corner left end defensive tackle you have 2 options. Sheldon Day Super Bowl present JJ Eric Jadavian Clowney free agency Rob 79 overall. Lineup defense right end you have 2 options. Nick Bosa Domro superstars entering ultimate options ampersand trades. Ampersand trades screen auction house. Quality is selected. Name type is selected. Team is selected. Find now. Entering. Confirm buyout pop-up. Are you sure you? Entering. You won an auction pop-up. You won Ansa from the op. Entering new items screen. Ezekiel Ansa heavyweights Ray 90 overall is entering new item. Enter team. You have 5 options. Adjust lineup is selected. Lineup defense quarterback Devin right Nick Bosa. Entering player option. Entering scheme chemistry slot screen. You have 3 options. You have 5 options is select. Lineup defense right end you have 2 options. Nick Bosa Domro superstars Ray 91 overall is selected. Lineup defense right end you have 2 options. Nick Bosa enter item binder. Ezekiel upgrade is selected. Upgrade is selected. Aaron upgrade is selected. Entering X Factor screen you have entering refund upgrade. Entering and cancel. Quixel entering Quixel pop up. Enter Nikos upgrade is select. Ezekiel upgrade is selected. Entering scheme chemist. Entering Entering, confirm. Entering, refund upgrade pop-up. Do you want to revert your X-Pack? Entering, equip ability pop-up. You own this ability. Do you want to equip it? Equip. Entering, craft. Entering, equip ability. Undefined is selected. Cancel. Entering, equip ability pop-up. You own this ability. Do you want to equip it? Equip ability. Cancel. Entering, craft. Entering, equip chemist. Undefined is selected. Entering, refundability. Entering, refundability. Undefined is selected. Entering, craft. Entering, equip ability pop-up. You own this ability. Do upgrade is selected. And adjust lineup. Lineup defense quarter, defense middle, right out, right, left, edit, corner, left, and you have two options. Josh Allen, Domro Superstars, La 90. Lineup. Defensive tackle, you have two options. Ezekiel, entering, substitute player pop-up. Do you line up defense right, and you have defensive tackle, you have two options. Shell, Nikos Domro Superstars, Ray 83. Line up defense, not JJ. Entering, player options. Entering tier 6 screen, you have cancel. Line up defense left, and you have two up. Josh, strong safety. Entering, player screen. Undefined is selected. Entering, refundability pop-up. Undefined is selected. Entering, refundability pop-up. Do you want to refund unfakeable? You are originally crafted with 500 training. You will line up defense. Joy Palomalu is selected. Ezekiel and entering, activate superstar. Line up defense, strong safety. You have two options. And score team, you have 5 options. Just line up the select feature. Head-to-head squads. Browse this team. You have 5 options. Just line up is selected. Line up defense, quarterback, defense, not cornerback, cornerback James Bradbury, free agency, and sport. Head-to-head seasons.
I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming.
Enter, play friend. Entering, selected. Head-to-head play friend. Entering, play. Reset event. Entering, head-to-head play friend. Lineup defense. Edit player lineup. Team strategy. Offensive Saints offense vertical play. Entering lockdown lineup. Entering play friend home screen play game. Entering select a friend to play screen sheet goods 00 record is selected.
All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, 0. Packet. Big shot. D. Next. Entering. Play friend. Adjust lineup. Entering, selected, entering, head-to-head events screen, play a friend. And much story, team, competitive you have, team you have, store you have, team you have 5 options, adjust lineup is selected. Lineup offense quarterback, entering, player options. Entering X Factor screen you have 3 options, you have 5 options. Undefined is selected. Undefined is selected. Undefined is selected. Lineup offense quarterback you have 2 options. Michael Vick Ghosts of Madden past QD9. Entering Ultimate Team. Options ampersand trades. Entering options ampersand trades screen. Auction house. Name. Key. B. U. K. Entering options entering player you have solo back entering main menu screen ultimate team. Missions. Down entering roster update matchmaking. Waiting for opponent.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Vick. He gets it to Brown, complete. The 30, the 20. Touchdown! Strike first here in this opening quarter.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he could...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And right away, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his...
I can't wait till this sickness over.